Good evening, sports fans. Thank you for tuning in to Oklahoma City Public Schools Winter Sports Media Day, night number 2. We're excited to be here, presented by Metro Tech Technology Centers. We're broadcasting live from Metro Tech Spring Lake campus. Excited to be here. We're going to talk some more sports once again, specifically on the basketball court. We've got boys and girls basketball that we're going to be discussing at length today. We're going to be talking with teams, coaches, players, all of the above about the season and find out what makes them who they are. And we're excited about it. We've got 8 different teams that we're going to interview today. And we wouldn't be here without the help of our sponsors who do a great job of supporting Oklahoma City Public School athletics. And we're really excited about the basketball season. But a big shout out to our sponsors, TTCU Federal Credit Union, Dental Depot, Bedford Photography, Grinmore Sneaker Boutique, Sam's Club, All About Now Photography, SSM Health, Oklahoma City Community College, Just Burgers, Super Prep, and Perry Publishing and Broadcasting. And we want to thank everybody joining us live on PPBC TV and listening live on OKC Sports Radio 105.3. I am Jay Swick, and I am here with the Northwest Classen Knights basketball team. Gentlemen, how we doing?
Good.
Doing good.
I'm doing great now that I'm talking to you, and I'm ready for basketball season. It's literally my favorite sport, and I'm excited to see what you guys can do on the court this year. I'm here with head coach Jonathan Bates, Quaymaine Evans, Xavier Collins, and Braylon Kirkendall.
Yes,
so
sir.
welcome. I'll start with you, Braylon. I mean, tell me, how excited are you about the season?
I'm highly excited. Basketball is just one of those things where it's like, when I step on the court, all the things in my life just get out the way. Basketball.
What's been your preparation been like for this upcoming season?
My preparation, getting in the lab, being in the gym, shooting up shots, staying in touch with my guys. Team bonding is a big play in the season. So yeah, it's my preparation.
What position do you play?
I'll say the 3, so small forward, or I really play all 5 for real. But.
Gotcha. Xavier, talk to me about this basketball team this year specifically. You've been a part of this program.
Yes, sir.
A new year. What makes this team different than last year?
I'm very excited to see what we got. One thing I would say separate this year from last year is we're more grittier than last year. Like, we wanted more. So that's what separates us from last year.
Now, Quaymaine, let me ask you this, because I've been a follower of Northwest Classen Knights sports. My dad's a graduate, so I have a deep respect for that institution. Talk to me about the chemistry that you have with you and your teammates. Do you feel like you guys are a real tight-knit group?
Yeah, I feel like our chemistry is, great. We're still working on it, but, in practice we be having our up and downs, but I feel like in the game it's going to be there because we're going against the other team, so it's going to be like us versus them, and we want it more than they do.
What is game day like for you? How do you mentally prepare for a game?
Every time, I get on the court, game day, November 21st, it's just I'm going to play like it's my last game. We all just going to go out there and fight, try to get the win. Well, we is going to get the win, but, every game forward, we look at it like we, 0-0 whatever, try to just get the win and keep going.
It's just about controlling what you can control. I admire that. Coach Bates, talk to me about these gentlemen here with you. I want you to talk about your program as well, but you've chosen these 3 basketball players on your team to come and represent Northwest Classen. Let us in on a little bit about these guys.
Absolutely. They're all 3 juniors, which is good for me. These 2 to my right, Xavier and Quaymaine, are our captains this year. And I would say that Braylon is like our positive leader. He brings positive energy. He's very athletic. He has big plays and moments in games. And they have a lot of heart. They really desire it. They're dogs on the court. Kwame is a floor general, and he's one of the best floor generals I've ever coached, and I'm hoping we can put him in position to find success this year.
Well, that's high praise, especially coming from you, Coach. How long have you been the head coach at Northwest Class?
At Northwest Class, I've been here for 2 years. I came here from this is my second year. I came here from Texas. I was a head coach at Boyd. I coached in Keller and Cedar Hill before that. So, yes, sir.
What's your basketball philosophy and kind of what's your vision for this program?
For this program, my philosophy is ever changing. It's not what you preach; it's what you tolerate.
Amen to that.
But my vision for this particular team and this particular program is that we win the battles of intensity. Anything that can be won through grit and will and intensity, we got to win all those battles. And I think that we have the guys to do that. We have to make sure we have the attitudes to do that and the focus to do that.
How would you describe, when these guys are on the court playing at a high level, how would you describe kind of their style of play?
It's going to be very, very scrappy. It's going to be full of loose balls in transition. You're going to see a lot of dazzling passes and a lot of moments where we're picking each other up off the ground because they just play hard. So they play very intense.
Kwame, let me ask you this. Just when you're out on the court, what goes through your mind in those tight game situations? I've always tried to get and understand the psyche of basketball players because from afar, especially from a broadcaster's perspective, you know, when you're down by 2, there's 12 seconds left, and I'm freaking out in the stands. Like, what is that moment like? And that's a question for all of you, but I'll start with you, Kwame.
Well, for me, I just don't let the crowd get to me. Like, I just, black out, just see nothing but me in the rim and, my teammates and try to make the smartest play I can possibly make in a great shot, a great pass, or any of that. Whatever the play is, I just try to execute it. Or if I'm shooting it, I try to execute the shot.
Xavier, what is some of those moments like that when you get in those tight game situations? What goes through your mind? Do you feel like you're prepared during those moments and you're very capable?
I feel like I'm prepared. Just make the open shots that I take, that I'm given, and play defense hard like I'm supposed to. That's all I'm on the court for, to be gritty.
And Braylon, let me ask you this because I've always wondered, what that experience is like in those tight game situations. What is it about close games that keeps you locked in?
I would say what in a tight game keeps me locked in is just thinking about the end goal. In our program, we always preach DPS, which is district playoff and then state. So I'll never just look at how this game is going to end. I always look ahead of that.
What are some of the goals that you guys have set for yourself this season? What are you trying to accomplish, get out of this year specifically?
I would say this year specifically, I want to become more of a versatile player. I want to become a threat from the three-point line, but also apply more rim pressure.
Is it the same for you, Kwame?
Kind of like that, and since I'm one of the leaders, I got to be more vocal, to my teammates instead of just tripping with them, just be the example for them.
Yeah.
So,
well, and also being that, in tune with basketball and that focus, is it difficult to deal with the academics and then the practices and the games? Do you find enough time to do your homework? How do you manage that time?
No, that's not really hard. If you really want it, then you'll make time for it.
Now, as far as coaching these young men, what's last year been like going into this year? You feel like you kind of started to build that foundation and feel like you can find even more success going into year number 2, Coach?
Oh, absolutely. We're building. I feel like from a culture standpoint, We're building it brick by brick. You know, every team is different. We have a lot of new faces, but when you have guys that are hungry, you know, it makes it easier. We're definitely in a phase right now where we're trying to learn each other. We're trying to build that chemistry, and we're trying to have a culture that lasts. You know, so there are a lot of teachable moments, a lot of attitude checks, but we're learning to see the big picture, like Braylon was talking about. Recognize that this one moment we're going to get past this moment, and we have to be a family.
Now, let me ask you, as we kind of close out, what are some of the expectations you as the head coach have kind of set for this team? What do you think this team is capable of this year?
The sky's the limit. You know, if we can get out of our own way and have the heart to battle, you know, we're kind of undersized in 6A. There's a lot against us, but we got dudes that don't really see that, you know, and I, you know, we have a no excuse mentality, and I feel like, you know, basketball is basically boils down to two things: stops and buckets. If we can do those two things, we can be in games, you know.
Well, and as I said earlier, I have a deep respect for Northwest Classen as an institution. What does it mean to rock that jersey and wear that logo on your chest?
It means everything.
Pride.
Yeah,
How important is that to you?
very important.
I mean, we got something to prove. People don't think we can do what we can do because it's the name or the record or like the past. So we just gotta, you know, prove it to them that we can.
Now, when we get those gyms that are packed out and you've got everybody screaming their heads, is that the most desirable environment to
Yeah,
play
that's what
in?
we want.
That's what we
What
love.
kind of support when you get a bunch of your classmates, family, friends come out and watch? What does that mean? Do you feel like that kind of lifts you up to a new level?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That's everything.
Well, I'm excited to watch you guys play. Coach Bates, you got a good crew with you that represent the purple and gold to the
Yes,
fullest.
sir.
We're excited to see how you guys play this year, and you've got previews tomorrow,
Yeah.
and then you've got your first official game on November 21st. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Okay.
Excited y'all come out and watch.
There it is. You heard it first. Northwest Class Knights basketball team. Thank you, guys. Good luck this season. Stay healthy.
Thank you.
Thank you,
All
sir.
right, we'll
Thank
be
you, sir.
back with, I believe, Southeast when we get back here on night number 2 of the Oklahoma City Public Schools Winter Sports Media Day. We'll be back. Thanks, guys. City Public School Athletics Winter Sports Media Days, night number 2. And we're focused in on basketball today. That's how we're getting down. Get ready. Presented by Metro Tech Technology Centers. Again, we're broadcasting live here at Metro Tech Spring Lake campus. I am Jay Swick, and in front of me is an outstanding basketball team, Southeast Spartans. The Class 5A Southeast Spartans, Coach Walter Brewer. We've got Daquan Jenkins, Justin Scott, and Jacob Daniels. Gentlemen, welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome. Thank you.
Coach, let me start with you. Tell me about your program. I want our viewers and our listeners to know more about the Southeast Spartan basketball program. What can you tell us?
Well, we've been there since 1994. I started there. We had a program that just got started. And we was kind of like everybody's holiday. I mean, the homecoming, but we built it up and won some state championships. Been to state. We have done a lot at Southeast. Had some great assistants, great ball players, basketball players, and that's the key to a program. It's someone that believes in your system and come in and work very hard to accomplish the things that we have accomplished at Southeast.
Talk to me about the gentlemen that you brought with you. You could have brought any other players that you want, but you chose these 3. What sets them apart?
These guys has been together. 2 of them been together for 4 years. 1 has been 2, and they've been working together. They know my program. They know my system. They know how I act, and each one of them have different talents, and I try my best to bring it out in them and bring the best out in them, and they're going to be doing pretty good this year, I believe. You know, they work hard, and each and every one of them has a reason to go out there and play hard.
Let me ask you, just out of curiosity, what is your basketball philosophy? What style of play do you play at Southeast?
We're an up and down basketball team. We like to press. We like to go zone. We like to do a lot of things that it's according to what the other team is doing, and we try to counter. Basketball is just a fun game for me, and I try to make it fun for them because I always tell them, don't like the game, you got to love the game to play this game. But to answer your question, it's an up and down game. I love defense. My program is built up around defense. It's what's in the offense, it's defense.
Yeah, that's definitely the focus, and that's what it should be. Daquan, talk to me about your role on the team. How excited are you about the season as well?
I'm very excited about this season. Whatever my coach role need me to play, I'll do it and step up for the team.
What are some things what are some strengths about your game that you feel confident about?
My inside game. I'm big and strong, tall. I like to use my footwork and get to the paint easy.
I'll ask the same question to you, Justin. Talk to me about your role on this team, and you've been a part of the program. What do you feel like this year, how this year's going to be different compared to last year?
I feel like wherever my coach needs me to do, I'll go out there and do it. And things change. You know, we got some new guys in. You know, we work hard every day. We compete. And I think our competitive edge, we're gonna go far this year.
Now, Jacob, talk to me about team chemistry. You know, how tight-knit is this basketball team? And do you guys feel like you can win some ball games this year?
I feel like we can go really far this year. We have all the players here, all the talent that we can get. I love how we're all there for practice. We just love the game of basketball.
Tell me about a practice. What's a Coach Brewer practice like? I always like to ask players this because you get different answers. What's it like for you?
Very fast-paced. You know, he likes his practices pretty strict, which I feel like is a great thing to have, and I feel like we should strive to push past what he expects from us.
Now, Justin, are you involved with AAU basketball? Do you play a lot of basketball out of season?
I used to, but this summer I just wanted to focus on my game, focus on my weaknesses. So that's what I did mostly for the summer.
Yeah. Now, I've seen this program, Coach. I've seen you guys participate in the state tournament. I'm assuming that's the number one goal is to get into that arena and that new arena that we have here in downtown Oklahoma City and compete for a state championship. Do you think this is a team that can do that, Coach?
Yes, they have to believe in themselves and not just, I tell them now, never blame your teammate, never point fingers, always look in the mirror. You know, see what you can do to make yourself better. And each one of our kids, they get out there and they play hard. And that's what I love. You know, I'm on them. I'm really on them very hard. They'll tell you that. And I see the talent in them. They can go far. But it's not, as I tell them, it's not me, it's them. They got to be the one that want it. You know, the coaches can't want it more than the players. So the players got to go out there and do whatever it takes to strive to be the best, and they can do it. You know, I believe in them, and as I tell them, you know, but it's not about me believing in them. They got to believe in themselves and believe in their teammates. And I call them brothers. You know, they brothers. So I told them to go out there and act like they're brothers and have each other's back no matter what. So we can make it.
Daquan, talk to me about what game day is like and how you get your focus. How do you get that mental edge that you need to compete in big games?
I usually watch film on the other team, listen to music, handle my work at school first, then just be relaxed till game day comes.
Let me ask Justin this: what's been the most inspirational thing about the game? What do you love most about basketball? Why do you keep playing it?
It's too much to learn. I keep learning every day. Especially who my coach is, he's forgotten more basketball than I'll ever know, and just being under him, you know, makes me love the game even more every day.
Now, obviously, being a scholar athlete, you've got to juggle that. You've got to take care of your academics and prepare for the games, practice, stay in shape. Jacob, is that kind of difficult for you, or is that seamless?
I feel like the coach, he prepares us for as much as we can be for. I put everything up to him. He's a great person, and I feel like he's helped us out as much as he could.
What is the perfect environment to play basketball in? Is it when you get the Southeast gym just packed out? I mean, is that the loud, crazy? Is that the best kind of atmosphere that you want to play a game in?
Yeah, I love the home. Just home. When my crowd is going, they're screaming every time we score a bucket, every time we steal the ball. I love it. It's nothing like it.
Well, hey, Coach, let me ask you this, because as a broadcaster, I was talking about this with the other team. You know, I'm calling the game. You're down by 2, 12 seconds left. Like, how do you get these guys prepared for moments like that?
It's in practice. I tell the guys all the time, you win games in practice. We get on the line, we run, 9 seconds, 10 seconds, and those is the reason why I do it, because of basketball game, basketball situation, and they know that there's no quitting. All it is, you got to believe in yourself and then believe in your teammates, and know that you're going to get that steal, and know you're going to make that basket. So it's all about believing in each other and going out there striving to be the best.
Now, do you feel like you've got a couple of players, and it could be the guys sitting alongside you, that can play the next level? How do you manage that?
I do. I really do think I have players that can play to the next level, but they have to work hard to do that. It's tough. Everybody loves the game of basketball, but if you want to make it, you got to put that extra time in, and that extra time means, you go to the gym away from basketball, away from school, and put in about 2 hours of shooting, ball handling, and things like that. And some of these kids, you can tell in their eyes they have a drive to get there. And I really believe that they are going to go out there and accomplish that, and let other coaches, college coaches, know that, hey, pick me, I'm ready to play for you.
Do you guys have a favorite moment as a basketball player at Southeast? Is there a moment that stands out?
No, I don't got a favorite moment.
Okay. What about you?
I do have a favorite moment. One of the practices, I got my first dunk in, and then after that, it was just like a waterfall. Everybody started dunking who hasn't dunked before. It was just a great atmosphere to be in that day.
Now, Jacob, do you have maybe a basketball player that you enjoy watching? You kind of model your game after?
Yeah, I like watching Jokic play.
So you can kind of play in the front court area. Is that where you're used to playing?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Very good. Well, that's a great inspiration. Coach, how How rewarding is it for you to coach these gentlemen here, and then especially when you find success and you win a game and you get into those tight game situations and find a way to win? What's that like?
It's amazing, seeing the kids going out there doing what you asked them to do, and they go out there and execute on the floor and off the floor. I really look at things off the floor than on the floor, because I think that I want them to be successful in life, not just on the court. I want them to be great fathers, great husbands, brothers. I want them to be great citizens, and so I push them to be the best. I don't want them just to think that everything is on the court. Success to me is really off the court. Basketball is something to help you for life and help you inspire yourself to be one of the challenge what life has have to offer. And these kids are so, they dedicated. They are, and when I do ask them to do something or say something, they do it. They know that I'm very tough. I'm very disciplinarian on them, and it's not that I'm trying to be hard on them. It's just that I'm trying to prepare them for life. And that's the most important thing that I love about coaching and love about these kids.
Well, battling adversity, because it's coming one way or the other. And,
yes,
and
definitely.
You're trying to prepare them for that. Your first game's December 2nd. Who's that against?
Carl Albert.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
very good.
We are right in the fire fan. We right there.
How do you utilize that from today to that point? What's been the plan?
We try to execute on our offense. We want everything. It's tough. Everything's not, as I tell the kids, nobody's perfect. But I'd rather for you to mess up in practice than mess up in the game. And, I want you to get out there and do everything you possibly can in practice and push yourself. And we know that the schedule is very tough on us, but we can handle it. It's just that we come together as one, and as we play together as one, we can beat anything and anybody. It's just that you got to believe in me and believe in each other, and hey, we'll get there.
Now, you guys got the boys basketball previews tomorrow, right? You guys excited about that?
Yes.
Well, I'm excited to watch you guys play, and my last question is, being a part of Southeast High School and knowing all of the athletes that have come through there and represented that logo, worn the colors. What's that mean to you to play basketball and be a part of that, be a representation of Southeast High School?
It feels good to be part of a program that was from the ground that he built all the way up, and being able to play from that. He coached my brother, and having to play in his footsteps for the same coach.
What's that like for you?
Everybody he's coached before me, they feel like a big brother to me. They'll come back, they'll give me some of their knowledge from the game, and I just feels like a brotherhood.
I've been here for 4 years. Everybody here, the coaching staff, they feel like my family.
Well, I want to encourage everybody to come out and watch these guys play. These guys can hoop, and we want to get as much support as possible and come out there and watch some Southeast Spartan basketball. And watch you guys compete in Class 5A, Coach. It's competitive.
It really is. It definitely is, and been doing it for years. And so I tell these guys, you can't take no time off. You can't miss practice. You got to come, and every day you got to act like it's your last day. So get out there and play as hard as you can, because basketball is fun, but everybody else is practicing also. So you got to get out there and get that little edge. You got to find that edge you got to have. And so these kids are doing it. They're working hard. They're starting to work really, really hard for me. And like I said, I got my assistant coaches. They're some of my former players, and so they're giving back. So they're letting them know, hey, we built this. We built this foundation, and we want to get it back to where it used to be. And they're pushing these kids to getting it back that way, and I love it. I enjoy it. I sit back sometimes and just laugh at my assistants, because they're saying the words that I used to say to them, and I didn't think they was listening, but they were.
You're doing something right, Coach. You're doing something right. And I encourage our listeners, I encourage our viewers, come out and support these guys. They love the game, and they're going to give it their all, and it's important for us as a community to go out there and support them. So first game, December 2nd, but it'll be at Douglas High School tomorrow for the previews, and you can come out there and watch them play.
Appreciate it.
Should be some good basketball tomorrow. I'm excited to watch. Thank you, guys. Southeast Spartans.
I appreciate you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. We'll be back with more basketball interviews coming up. Stay with us. Oklahoma City Public Schools Winter Sports Media Days, night number 2, and today we're talking basketball. And in front of me, I've got some stellar young athletes here. The John Marshall Bears, ladies and gentlemen, Class 4A. Coach Patrick Cudjoe, of course, Danico Rich, Kavion Aiku-Sanu, and Dion Robinson here with us talking some John Marshall basketball. Coach, big fan of yours.
Thank you.
You've got a great reputation in the state of being one of the best coaches in the state.
I don't
And
know
you
about-
would never say that, but I'm going to say it about you because it's true.
Thank you.
Talk to me about your program. We've got a lot of listeners, we've got a lot of viewers that may not be as familiar with John Marshall basketball. Can you tell us a little bit about your program?
Well, John Marshall has a great legacy, starting with Charles Davis winning a couple of state championships, Tommy Griffin, Blake Griffin's dad, and then won one in the interim, in between those two. But our kids just really work hard. We've got a bunch of underclassmen, one senior, Kavion Aiku-Sanu, and we're just constantly building. We have a really regimented off-season program where we play a lot of basketball, play great competition at OSU team camp, Mustang team camp, Oklahoma Christian team camp. And our entire mantra is that we just want to get better in the summer, not win games, get a bunch of court time, and continue to work on our skills and work on our game.
Well, you guys have been busy, and the season hasn't even started
Yes,
yet.
yes, sir, we have.
So there's that focus.
Yes, sir, we have.
What's this year's team look like to you compared to some of the previous teams that you've coached?
Well, this year we lack court experience, and that's been our major focus, as I alluded to a little while ago. That we've spent the summer trying to get court experience, and we're progressing with that. We only have like 3 guys who have a lot of varsity experience, but they're meshing well. They're really working hard at practice. That's why we're a little bit late. We're working hard at practice, but by the middle end of the season, watch out for the Bears.
I've got them on the radar for sure. Always have. Now let me ask you about just kind of your vision for this team, some of the goals and aspirations that you've set for these guys, and also just kind of your basketball philosophy. What do you preach to them?
Well, we dropped to 4A at the last minute. We had a schedule 5A, dropped to 4A. We've been trying to compile a schedule. We've gotten lucky and gotten some games that we wanted, but we had to take what we could get that late. We didn't put a schedule together till late August. And so our philosophy is play as tough a competition we can possible. We're going to play some really good teams, Classen, Crossings. We're going to drive down to Ardmore, and we're going to be in a really tough Hera tournament here in a few weeks. So we're just trying to get ourselves playoff ready. And so we're taking all comers. And our philosophy is to just play as tough a schedule as we can possible and prepare ourselves for the playoffs.
Talk to me about the gentlemen you brought here to represent your team. What makes them significant? What sets them apart?
I'm gonna go right to left. I guess you're left to right. Danico Rich is a junior, and towards the end of the year last year, getting to the playoffs, we played him more and more and more last year. He stepped to the cause, had a great playoffs against Southeast and Elgin, and he's a super hard-working kid. Dion Robinson's our only returning starter that I brought with us. We have another guy, but Dion's on the end. I'm sorry. The dreads got me off. Dion's on the far end, and he's a returning starter. Was in the all-defensive team in All-City Conference. Hit a 20-point game against Midwest City last year that we won on the road. He's a hard worker. He's sort of the heart and soul of our team as far as intensity. And so we like that. Kavion Aiku-Sanu was our backup point guard last year. Has a game synonymous to Jalen Brunson.
Okay.
Got a high IQ, explosive jump shot. We depend on him. We ride him pretty hard. And so as he goes, we're gonna go.
Kavion, let me ask you about that. Let me ask you about your role on this team. Seems like you're going to take on a bigger role this year. Do you feel like you've prepared yourself for that?
I mean, absolutely. Last season, towards the end of the season, I realized we were a bit senior heavy, so I knew it would kind of be up to me to step up and, hey guys, let's stop messing around in practice. Hey guys, let's focus up. Let's listen to coach. So I mean, mentally, I've been prepared for it. So, yeah.
Dion, talk to me about last year's team and some of the things that you feel like you're going to be better at this year.
Last year team, we had an amazing team last year, but this year I feel like we're going to be better with just communication and just being together as a team. Just that brotherhood, you know what I'm saying? Moving the ball around, most definitely. And just
Now, Danico, do you feel like the bond that you have with your teammates is really gonna set you guys apart and set you up for success?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like as we like bond more, we get more bonding on the court. You see what I'm saying? So we get to gel more. We get to talk what we're not good at, what we are good at, and it'll work. You know what I'm saying, through the game.
What's it like at a Coach Cudjoe practice? Tell me about that.
it's great energy.
Yeah, good energy.
It's competitive.
Yeah. As long as you're doing your part, but if you're not doing your part, then you're gonna get on you.
It takes concentration, discipline, for sure. And yeah, that's really it.
Well, and to play for a program like John Marshall, what does that mean to you guys to wear that logo and represent that institution?
Oh, it's just a family. It's an amazing feeling. You know what I'm saying? Stepping out on that court with your brothers and just being together.
And knowing the legacy that we have the opportunity to carry on our shoulders. You know, being coached by the man himself, Patrick Cudjoe.
Yes, sir.
As humble as he is, we know what it means. He consistently urges or tells us what it means to be a Bear and things like that. So we just try to carry ourselves with pride and things like that and heart, and just remember that on the court.
Now, and you know, I've called several of your games before. I've been to some pretty packed out gyms. What's that like from a player's perspective? Is that hard to kind of dial in when you've got both sides of the gym going crazy, super loud? How do you deal with that?
I mean, it's pretty crazy, but like it's also a good feeling. You go out there, just play your game. Got all these people watching you and stuff like that, and just you know what I'm saying.
I feel like it only motivates us to play better.
Yeah,
so.
For sure.
Well, and Coach, you know, I get into those game situations where I'm broadcasting and you're down by 2 with 12 seconds left, and the energy's high. I'm freaking out, but yet your players seem to deal with that in a very healthy, productive way. How do you prepare them for those big time moments when you've got to have a bucket?
We try to make our practices harder than the game.
Yeah,
most definitely.
And so, you know, we get pretty intense at practice, pretty intense when I'm teaching English, pretty intense in the hall when we're running late to class.
Yeah.
And so we make our practices really competitive. We have a couple of drills that we run that, you know, really put pressure, and we stop the drill and make corrections, and we just make our practices more intense and more rigorous in the games. Then we get in the games, we can calm down and talk about how much fun we're having. And it's really a blessing and an honor to be in intense game situations.
Yeah.
And so these kids have risen to the occasion. I like it.
Yeah.
What would you describe this team's style of play? I mean, do you really focus more on half-court sets, or do you want to get them out to run and fast breaks?
We want to pick up full court and create tempo. Okay, and so all of our drills are predicated on tempo. We don't have any drills where we're slow. Every drill, we run from drill to drill, and so we want to create tempo because, you know, after this year, we're going to have that shot clock, and so there's not going to be an opportunity. So we're trying to acclimate to the shot clock and time and pressure. So, everything we do is predicated on tempo and pressure.
Danico, what's some of the things you've learned from Coach Cudjoe? Any specific types of advice that you feel like has resonated with you?
I feel like just hard work. Like, I feel like even when it's like what's that word? Like, even when it's like you're in a negative spot, because I've been in those spots where it's like I have no confidence. I'm not feeling it this game. It's like you gotta keep pushing, like, because you know what I'm saying. Like it's always more room to work on something. You see what I'm saying? Even when you're tired, even when you don't feel like it, like still get up and do it just because.
Kavion, I see you nodding your head. What do you do to kind of get yourself mentally prepared for battle out there on the court?
This is not even just me, but as a team, we like to pray before games.
For sure.
That kind of gets us on the right mindset, kind of gets us at peace, calms the waves, and that just helps us stay keep some mental clarity in our heads. That way we can go into the game calm and ready to hoop.
Dion, talk to me about goals, aspirations, expectations for this team. What kind of goals have you guys set for yourselves this year?
One of our mostly goals we trying to get to is just prove people wrong.
Absolutely.
We graduated a lot of seniors, lost a couple players, and people just been down this out ever since. So we just trying to just prove people wrong and work hard and get better every day.
For sure.
I like it.
Be a family.
Coach, it seems like they're saying the right thing. So whatever you're saying to them, it's resonating.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's working out. What's next for you guys? When's your first game?
Our first game is December 2nd against Harding Fine Arts. As I alluded to earlier, we had no schedule. The 5A, 6A district came out. We found out that we were Class 4A. My site athletic director, Kevin Myers, and I, we got on the phone and started trying to get games.
Yeah.
And so it's just been a constant struggle just to get games because in 5A, 6A districts, you have 14 games plus your 9 and 2 more.
Right.
We went from 25 games to 9 games overnight.
Yeah.
And so we just have been really working on. We've taken a real cerebral approach to trying to get our kids better. Our kids, we implement basketball vocabulary and academic vocabulary every day to try to get our kids in the right mindset to just be mentally tough. So it doesn't matter the opponent. We're really focusing on us and our own development.
For sure. Now, how did you feel about moving down a class? Well, I'm just curious out of just your expectation. Now, obviously, you'd like to have more time to prepare for the schedule,
right.
But just the move in itself, is that something you're expecting? How do you feel about that?
So we had an inkling that we might be. We were vacillating back and forth, us, Elgin, and Western Heights, and so we already had feelers out there about what we might do. But our main focus was our summer off-season program, just to play as many 6A schools as we could possible. So we would know, even if we dropped to 4A, we would still be used to that level of competition. So we just really focused on us and our development instead of what class we were going to be in.
Well, let me ask you this, my last question. You feel like this group here can compete for a state championship?
We definitely can. This group is bonded, and this group, I think Dion said it earlier. We lost some players to graduation, lost some players to transfer portal, all those different elements. But this group has bonded, and they play hard, and they take practice very seriously.
Absolutely.
And so they sort of galvanized with the graduation, and we want to prove teams wrong. Okay, we're not going to be an easy win.
Yeah.
Well, I want to encourage the public to come out and support this team because they love the game and they're passionate about it. And I'm also encourage people to come out. Hey, they need some competition to play. So if you've got the mental fortitude, why don't we see if you can match up with the John Marshall Bears?
Sure. Yes, sir.
Thank you guys for coming on.
Sure.
Thank
Best of luck this season. I know you got previews tomorrow, right?
Got previews tomorrow and Friday. Then we go to Edmond Santa Fe's big Saturday on Saturday. And so we're just looking forward to playing a variety of competition and trying to figure out where we are.
Exactly.
I can't wait to watch you guys play. No doubt. I'm ready for the season.
Thank you.
John Marshall Bears, ladies and gentlemen, the basketball team's here. Good luck the rest of the season. Stay healthy. We'll talk soon.
Thank you.
Thank you. We'll be back with the Capitol Hill Red Wolves coming up next on our Oklahoma City Public Schools Winter Sports Media Days, day number 2. We'll be back.
Thank you.
Welcome back to Oklahoma City Public School Athletics Winter Sports Media Days, day number 2. And I'm here with the Capitol Hill Red Wolf basketball team.
Yes, sir.
Very excited to have you guys. Looking forward to this season. I've heard a lot about you. I want to introduce Coach Malik White,
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Jalen Deere, Ethan Geis, and Nehemiah Cole. Thank
Yes,
you
sir.
guys for coming.
You're welcome.
Thank you for having me.
How excited are we about the season, Coach?
Very excited. Very excited. As we're going through the reconstruction or the construction of the new school, dealing with the struggles of only having one gym, we have a lot to look forward to this year and in the future.
Yeah, how big of a distraction is that? I mean, are you having to share the gym with other
Yes,
teams?
so
How does that work?
as far as winter sports, so wrestling, cheer, boys and girls basketball are all fighting for good ample amount of time, gym time. So it's been a roller coaster. We will begin having some off-site practices starting next week. So that'll help us get our time in and just get the reps in that we need.
Talk to me about the players that you've brought alongside with you. What makes them special?
What makes these 3 special, I've had the pleasure to have them for 3 years, my 3 years of being at Capitol Hill. Second year as head coach. They are 3 seniors who I believe they know my style by now, they know my expectations by now, and can just help lead the program, continue leading the program in the right direction.
Jalen, let me ask you about your love for the sport. Why basketball? Why do you love it?
It's just like my whole family just want to play. I learned it from my dad and my big brother playing all the time. It's just like growing up, I just love to play basketball.
Do you model your game after you may be an NBA player, somebody that you're inspired by?
Yeah, like Russell Westbrook.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. Ethan, talk to me about your role on this team. And also talk to me about the chemistry. How tight-knit are you guys?
Yeah, well, this is my cousin, so
okay.
we got a lot of chemistry. And we've been playing since middle school, so
Yes, sir.
These are my brothers right here. So.
Talk about your role on the team. Are you more of a front court or back court player?
I'm a big man, so get the boards, protect the rim.
I like it. I like it. Nehemiah.
Yes, sir.
What style of basketball do you guys play at Capitol Hill? Is it more run and gun, or
Yeah, we try to play at our pace. Really,
Okay.
we don't try to speed nothing up, but we like to get out and run. Just get the board, go, try to see what we could get.
What are some goals that you guys have set for this team?
One, to accomplish more than last year, to be better as human beings, and just come in and work hard every day.
Ethan, do you feel like you guys are making progress in using the momentum that you had last year into this year?
Oh yeah, for sure. There's a lot of potential. I see it in freshmen, and us right here, we're ready.
And I'm sure, the team chemistry, Jalen, is obviously thick because you've got your relatives and your friends playing. Talk to me about your mental preparation for game days, and also what practice is like under Coach White.
Practicing with him, man.
Boy.
You guys got a lot to say about it.
Look, right, let me listen up.
Well, tell me about it. Tell our listeners about it. Walk me through a practice with Coach White.
A whole lot of running.
A lot of running.
Running.
We need it though, man. We need it.
Yeah.
So these 2 just came from football, so they haven't had the 2025 experience with me yet. But Nehemiah can tell you more so how leading up until today has been.
Yeah. He just wants us to come in focused, just have our minds ready, because in practice we got to do the same thing in the game. Just if we go harder in practice, in the game it comes easy. So he just hard on us just a little bit.
Coach, what would your basketball philosophy be? What do you envision? How do you, when this team is clicking on all cylinders? What's that look
and
like?
I just spoke with them earlier, Oklahoma City Thunder. You know what I'm saying? When everyone is playing their role, we are a successful team. You know what I'm saying? Knowing your role, playing your role, not trying to do too much, not trying to, put it all on one person, but it takes a team. So I believe that, when we are at our best, we're playing team ball. Everyone is understanding their role and just giving 100% effort.
Ethan, what's it like when you get a good crowd and you get a loud gym, a crazy atmosphere, and you're rocking and rolling? What's that feel like when you're on the floor?
Well, I think our last game, it was the last day in the field house, and it was definitely different. It was a bunch of people, different atmosphere.
When you get support from your classmates, from friends and family, just how important is it to your team?
It really is important because, like, it boosts all of us, Like, it just makes us want to go 10 times harder.
Yeah. When's the first game for you guys at Capitol Hill, and how can other people watch you guys play?
Yes, sir. So first official game will be November 21st against Northwest Classen at Northwest Classen. We don't have as far as like live streams as far right now.
Okay.
But man, come. I'll send out the schedule, post the schedule. If you see.
Now, where are you going to be playing your home games?
So our home games will be at Classen SAS Middle School.
Okay.
So like I say, this year is all over the place, but we're going to make it work.
Because I know there's a lot of people watching. They're like, I want to check out a Capitol Hill basketball game because you guys got some talent. Jalen, talk to me about just your overall goal this year. What do you want to get out of this year in a perfect world?
For the world or basketball?
Some of the goals and aspirations you guys have set for yourself this year. What are you striving to? Where are you trying to go?
Just win more games than we did last year.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Just compete.
You guys feel like you're making strides?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited to see you guys play, and you seem like a tight-knit group. Obviously, you're related in some capacity.
Yeah.
So, Coach, do you feel like this group seems very capable?
Yes, sir.
Of getting and achieving those goals that you
yes,
guys
sir.
have set for
I truly do. I strongly believe that this is one of the best groups that Capitol Hill has seen, definitely since I've been there, but maybe in the past 5 to 10 years. Just overall, like I say, from these guys learning how to be leaders, learning to be leaders, and then having, majority of the rest of our team being freshmen and sophomores, a couple of juniors who have also been with me for 3 years. Mm-hmm. Just we're growing.
So you
we're
feel
truly
like
growing.
You've got some depth.
We're growing, yes, sir.
Well,
yes, sir. So like I say, just we play in one of the hardest districts in the state.
I know.
So it is, as far as wins and losses, that's not the measurement of our success. We do want to win more games. We will win more games. But it truly is all about just coming together as a team.
Mm-hmm. Nehemiah, what's that mean to you? You've been part of this program for a while. Mm-hmm. And when you've got that logo on the front of your jersey, you're playing for Capitol Hill. It's a historic institution. There's been a lot of great players that have come before you. What's that mean to you, rocking those colors?
It just kind of means a lot, I just try to go out there and play with some pride and just lead my team,
Ethan, you have a favorite moment during your career that stands out? That's something that you're really going to remember for the rest of your life?
The practices, the bus rides, a lot of memories made. I don't think I got a specific moment, but there's a lot.
What's yours, Dan?
Freestyling on the bus, man.
Yeah.
That would be the
I
best.
forgot about that.
On me.
Yeah, that was lit.
Well, and you talk to a lot of former basketball players, even former NBA players. They talk about the camaraderie that they've had with their teammates, and how that's the part that they miss the most is battling adversity with their brothers, with their very close friends. And it seems like you've got a really tight-knit group here, Coach.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's been one of the main focuses, leading up until today is come together as a team. You know what I'm saying? A team is made up of a bunch of individuals. Family is made up of a bunch of individuals, but those individuals have to come together as one.
What's been the most rewarding part of being head coach at Capitol Hill?
The process. Truly just the process. Coming into, somewhere where people have low expectations. A lot of, as a school, as a community, Capitol Hill does get looked over. But there is a lot of great kids, great students, great athletes. So what's most rewarding for me is just the process and seeing them grow, the growth of the school, the community, individuals, the program, just things like that.
Now you guys got basketball previews tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
And it's going to be pretty high intensity.
Yes.
Right?
Yes,
You
sir.
feel like you guys are ready to go through that. How excited are you?
Yeah, very excited. I feel like we can handle business. It's a business trip. Ain't nothing we couldn't handle. We just got to come out and play hard from the jump.
Ethan, walk me through a game day. From morning to tip off, how do you get yourself in that mindset to go out there and play at a high level?
Well, you just gotta wake up, be focused, play some music.
Yeah, pray.
What are you listening to?
Me? It's a lot. There's
Drake. Somebody.
Drake, yeah.
Drake, though.
Okay. All right. Well, that's good. And let me ask you, Jalen. When you get into those high pressure situations, you feel like you flourish? And when I say high pressure situation, I'm talking down by 2, 10 seconds left, and you got to get a bucket. How do you respond?
I've had bad experience from that. Yeah, but I just try to stay focused. But
when did you learn from that bad experience?
I don't want even to say it, but yeah.
Coach, have you seen the game change at all? Is it evolved in a certain way that's maybe a little bit surprising to you?
Yes, it has. Like I said, I graduated in 2015, so even that sounds like a long time. And things have changed in the last 10 years, in sports. But just kind of seeing some of the same changes that you're seeing at the higher levels is just bigger guards. Just the development. The development of the student athletes is progressing. You know what I'm saying? Truly progressing. So
now, if I'm not mistaken, I think Oklahoma's going to start to implement a shot clock next year.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How does that affect?
To me, honestly, I think we'll be ready for it. I think it's been just something. It's a preparation.
Are you in favor of it?
Yes and no. I got mixed emotions about it. I have mixed emotions about it, but just like I say, just as far as our program, I think we are getting to a point where it will benefit us in many ways. Okay. Being able to, get through a set and get through a set or two and get good looks on top of, minimizing sometimes the amount of time of defense that we have to play. So, kind of putting pressure on.
How can people, support Capitol Hill basketball, and how can they follow along? You guys have an Instagram page?
Yes, the Instagram page. Oh God, I have to look at it. I think it's CHHS Athletics, and that is they run all the sports. You can follow all the sports on that Instagram page.
Yeah, well, I'm excited to watch you guys play. Yes, it seems like you've got a really, really tight-knit team, and you've got to have that if you to get where you're trying to go. So
yes, sir.
I'm looking forward to watching you guys play. And when did you say your first game was?
November 21st at Northwest Classen.
Okay,
yes,
all right. Got to check that out.
Yes, sir.
For sure. Where's that? Which gym is that going to be at?
Oh, Northwest Classen High School.
Oh, okay. It's at
yes, at Northwest Classen High School. Yes,
okay.
sir. Yes, sir.
That's going to be a great game.
Yes, sir.
And I look forward to follow along and seeing how you guys play.
Yes, sir.
And looking forward to it. So, Coach, thank you so much for bringing these bright young men that do a great job of representing your school. Best of luck to Capitol Hill.
Thank you.
And I hope you guys win a lot of games and stay healthy.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank
Capitol Hill Red Wolves, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to continue on with the Oklahoma City Public School Winter Sports Media Day #2. We've got the Douglas Trojans coming up next, so stick with us. A lot to talk about here at Metro Tech Technology Center. Stay with us. back to Oklahoma City Public Schools Winter Sports Media Day #2. I'm here with the Douglas Trojans, ladies and gentlemen, a very prestigious basketball team in the state of Oklahoma. Very excited to interview these young men. I'm pretty familiar with them as well. Coach Stephen Alexander, Kingston Hall, Zio Pogba, and Jamel Morris. Gentlemen, thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Coach, talk to me about the program. I mean, we could go down the list of some of your accomplishments, but we'd be here too long. And you've got a special group this year that I am very, very excited about, and you've had to replace quite a few guys from last year's team that advanced pretty far in the state tournament. You've won state championships. You know what it takes. What sets this team apart this year? What are you excited about the most?
I can say that this group right here is very ambitious. Came in very early. I knew they kind of didn't really know exactly what to expect, having some new faces. But these guys are familiar. They're familiar with me. They're familiar with what the expectation is to be a Douglas Trojan and to put on that jersey. But, yeah, I mean, we lose a lot of talent. But you replace it with a guy like Jamel Morris, with a guy like Zio. And those guys bring a lot to the table. I think they're two of the better players in the state, regardless of class. I think they're really good. I think that they have a lot to prove and want to prove some things as far as the things they feel like they can do is affecting winning. So I'm just excited to coach this group. We got a brand new chip on our shoulder, so it's going to be a good year for us.
How would you describe Douglas basketball? What is your philosophy and your vision for this basketball team?
I stole it from my high school coach, and it's very simple. I mean, you put in the hard work, you mix it in with discipline, and normally you're successful. And that's what we base it on. Every day we come in, they know there's not a day off at practice. Every day is a war at practice. We work hard, and then there's discipline. Our kid holds like a 3.2, 3.3 grade point average as a group. So the discipline is there. We're very in particular about the small things that usually cause wins. So that's kind of what our format is: hard work plus discipline equals success.
Talk to me about the gentlemen that you brought and why you chose them to come and represent Douglas basketball.
Well, these are my seniors. These guys right here are going to have a big impact on what we do this year. Kingston Hall, being a guy that can play multiple positions, can guard multiple positions, shoots the ball very well from outside, is going to bring a lot to the table, and he has a lot to prove this year. For the first time this year, he'll be starting, and I expect big things from him. I mean, a guy like Zio, coming from a program where he's already had success as an individual, some success even in winning at John Marshall. So he kind of knows what it takes to get it done. I'm excited to see his progress as a basketball player. I think he's done a lot better job on the defensive end, growing. He's going to be a great defender for us outside of the scoring that everyone knows he can do. And Jamel Morris, I say it again and again, and I think these guys will agree that he doesn't take days off. I mean, he comes in with a hard hat every single day. I've even tried to get him to take some days off to try to rest him, and he's not for it, So I'm excited about what he brings to the table. I feel like he's one of the better players in the state as well. So I am excited to see what these three guys can do when it comes to affecting winning, because that's what they're here to do is win.
Well, my first question is for Jamel and Zio. Being new to this program, you guys are well aware of the standard of what it takes and what it means to be a Douglas Trojan basketball player. How seriously do you take that, and what are some goals and aspirations that you guys have set for yourselves?
I take this very seriously because I came over here to get better and to showcase things that I weren't able to showcase in the past, like on the defensive end, like he was saying. Being at Douglas is just great as a team because, coming in, I was a new guy, was scared, wasn't going to get welcome. But as soon as I got here, I felt welcome, and I loved it.
Yeah, picking up off what Zio said, being a Douglas Trojan, it's like family. Coming from a school, it's way different being at Douglas because my last school, it was different groups. At Douglas, everybody's together. We won, and we do everything as one, and yeah.
Hey, Kingston, I mean, to see you as a senior now, it's just like goes by so fast. Talk about your role on the team this year. You know, you're stepping up, taking kind of a little bit bigger part of a leadership role. You feel like you've embraced that?
Yes, sir. This year, I want to be more vocal, and I feel I established my role as a 3-and-D. So coming in, hitting shots, and playing defense, rebounding well. Sometimes even handling the ball, maybe if I need to. And like you said, guarding different positions is going to be something key for me this year.
Now, let me ask you, just team camaraderie, because chemistry is such an important part of every basketball team, especially a successful basketball team. Do you feel like this is a tight-knit group this year?
Yes, sir. I feel this year we've gelled together, especially having new faces and new guys stepping into new roles. I feel that early in the season we gelled together.
Now, I've called many of Douglas basketball games. I've been to games. I know the environment. I know how passionate the fan base is about the program. Are you guys prepared to play in a very loud, energetic environment, and do you feed off that?
Yes, sir. I can't wait because I can't wait to showcase what we've been working on as a team, and just can't wait to show the world what we've been working on behind the closed doors.
Yeah, it's a lot of people doubting us behind the closed doors. It's a lot of people thinking that we're not going to be nothing this year, but we going to show them.
Coach, you've won several state championships. You've won coaching awards. You're pretty established in the state of Oklahoma as being one of the best coaches in the state. You know this team. You know basketball. What is this team this year capable of?
I mean, you talk about the pieces that we've put with the guys that we return. You know, you talk about a guy like Incam House, you know, that brings a lot to the table, a lot of winning experience. We got a couple of big guys that people are not very familiar with that are going to make some noise this year, I believe. And then you got guys like Zay Bates, you know, that's going to be very, very, very good for us defensively. Dracarius, I think is how you say his name. He came from Star Spencer, very, very, very intense defender. You know, Isaac, you know who Isaac is. Like, these guys are going to step up and they're going to show that they belong and that their opportunity is there and they're going to seize it. I really believe that, and that's what I like most about this team. I think in the past, the couple of teams that I've had, like, they proved themselves kind of early. You know, and you keep that chip on your shoulder, but it's a different type of chip on your shoulder when you haven't had the success that you want yet. And I believe that these guys want that success. I challenge them daily. You know, it's not easy. So I feel like we have everything that we need to be right there in the running for it. It's got some good teams out there as well. But with the guys that are the work that we put in every day, I believe in these guys more than anybody else.
Well, and I've seen the roster, Coach. I mean, you've got guys like Chris Harris Jr., Monty House, as you mentioned, Trevor Snell, Z
right.
Bates. You feel like this team this year is as deep as some of the teams that you've had in the past?
100%.
Yeah.
I feel like we can go deeper. I mean, we can go 9 to 11 deep, depending on the scenario of the game. Guys can guard multiple positions. You know, these guys are very versatile, very good athletes, which makes it easier as a coach to be able to coach that. But, yeah, I mean, you talk about a guy like Trevor Snell, you know, that is also a guy that can push the pace, change the pace. He shoots the ball well. So we have a lot of different pieces that I'm excited that I don't want to tell about it necessarily, but I really look forward to them stepping up this year. And along with the faces that people know about, and hopefully we have a lot of success with what we're stirring up.
What's practice been like for you guys leading up to the season? Do you feel like you're prepared physically, you're prepared mentally, and also to walk me through a Coach Alexander practice?
A Coach Alexander practice is very intense, very high energy, and it's like you said, it's not easy. Some days you might not be feeling it, but, you know, the work is going to be there. So you got to be ready mentally. You got to snap back in it.
Yeah, you got to be tough to get put through an Alexander practice. You came back down. Your energy has to be up throughout the whole practice. If your energy is down, you most likely don't have to sit down. And you just got to come in there ready to lock in and focus, really.
Like you said about the mental thing, we have this saying, wherever your feet is where your head is. So everybody goes through stuff on the team. So we just focus on being where we're at right now and the present and being with your brothers. So that's our saying as a team.
Yeah, most importantly, it's better for us to just get 1% every single day.
Now, obviously, being the 3 seniors on this team, how seriously do you take that?
We've taken this very seriously. Me personally, coming in, I'm trying to prove a point this year, especially this being my senior year, and like Coach Steve saying, my first year starting. So I think I have a really big point to prove to everybody.
Like you said about proving a point, I'm ready to prove that I could pass the ball, show. Everybody knows me as being a scorer. I want to show that I can play defense and move the ball and share with my teammates.
Yeah, picking off of what Zio said, I want to prove everybody this year that I can play on a bigger stage, because last year I was playing at like a low class, I was playing 3A, but we still getting a great bump. But over here, I feel like, yeah. It's
schedule different.
Yeah, that's right. Well, let me ask you about that. I mean, what's that been like from your perspective, Coach? Because your schedule is a gauntlet, and it's like that on purpose. Talk about how you put that together and why.
A couple of reasons. My biggest goal for every single kid that comes through this program that really wants to play for Douglas is to get a scholarship in some form. And I think that in order for you to do that, they have to be seen multiple times by the right people. So I feel like your job as a coach is to do your very best to try to put them in that situation. And these guys came to Douglas, and that's what they trust, And so I just try to do the best I can to put them in front of the right people to where they have an opportunity to get a scholarship. I mean, you look at the past, some of the kids that you've seen in the Douglas uniform, we had 5 or 6 guys out of a 8 senior season that go play college basketball. And that's been consistent. So I think that the schedule has a lot to do with that. Shout out to Coach Eric Harris, who puts our schedule together every year. He knows what I expect as far as the competition level that we want to play at, and he does a great job with that. But at the end of the day, we want to be our best when March comes, as I've always told you. And I think last year I failed my team in that aspect, and I take that personal. So this year when March comes, this team right here is going to be at their best.
Well, if and when you get to the state tournament, I don't think you're going to have 7 power outages in the new place. If we do see that, we've got some problems. Now, Coach, not only are you the coach of the Douglas Trojan basketball team, you're also director of player development at Langston University. Can you talk a little bit about that and how you juggle both?
Yeah, shout out to Coach Wright and Langston University for giving me an opportunity to do something that I've always wanted to do. When it comes to training, player development has kind of been my thing for the last 12 years. I've even trained some of these guys, back when they were a lot younger. So, I mean, that's always been my thing is player development, and the opportunity to train such a prestigious team like what he's put together year in and year out was a blessing, So doing both keeps me busy with basketball. But anybody who knows me know I wouldn't want to be doing anything else besides in a gym somewhere doing what I love to do. So I appreciate the opportunity that I have right there. It's been fun.
Well, I mean, you've got a lot of different ways that you contribute to the game, man.
I
And it's really cool. Kingston, how excited are you to get started, man? I know you guys have the previews tomorrow at Douglas. You're hosting that.
Yes, sir.
How ready are you for that?
I'm very ready, sir. I feel that this team is very hungry, and we want to go out and show people how hungry we are and how dedicated we are going to be to the season.
Now, you're somebody that has won a state championship at Douglas.
Yes, sir.
You've experienced it. You know the path and what it takes to get there. Do you feel like you and your teammates in this group can get to that point again and do it again?
Yes, sir, 100%. I feel, especially from last year, I feel like it didn't leave a good taste in my mouth losing like that, especially in front of the fans and everything. So it left a bad taste in my mouth. So I got into work this summer, and I'm ready to prove the point.
Zio, talk to me about expectations and just goals for this team. What have you set your sights on?
Goals as a team, sharing the ball, kicking the ball up the floor, just playing as a team. When stuff gets tight, stick with each other, not to argue, yell with each other, and just stay as a brotherhood.
Jamel, has your role changed at all coming over to Douglas? I mean, you were playing for a 3A school last year, but you were the scorer. Are you taking on more of a scoring role, or are you going to be more of a distributor? Talk about that.
Coming to Douglas, pretty much got the same role, but it's more of sharing the ball. I got to play more of a defensive role. I rebound more. So it's like I'm expanding my game a lot more over here.
You know, Coach, I've always been enamored of how your team responds in high-pressure situations, especially at a Douglas home game, when the environment, the energy in the room is through the roof, and you get into those situations where you're down by 2, down by 3, and you got 12 seconds left, and I'm freaking out in the broadcast booth. But your guys are so calm, cool, collected. How do you get them to have that kind of mentality and that focus that you got to have in order to get the job done?
I think it goes back to our daily preparation. I try to prepare our teams for any situation they could be in. So when we get there, I just try to take them to that situation. And everybody says that, you know, the leader, if he shows that he's nervous or that he's not, you know, confident, then it's going to trickle down to them. And I always try to show them, no matter what situation we're in, that we're here to win. You guys have earned winning before we got here, and we're prepared. You know, we know what we want to do under all circumstances. So I think that installs a little bit of confidence in them. And we simplify things here. You know, there's not a lot of thinking that has to go into winning if you do it the right way. So we just try to make sure we do it the right way.
Yeah, well, I'm excited to watch you guys play, even starting tomorrow with the previews, and then you're going to be on the road playing against some top-tier talent around the state to prepare yourselves for the season. I'm excited to see what happens. Coach, thank you so much. Thank you guys for coming on.
Thank you, sir.
And you do a great job of representing Douglas High School basketball, and I look forward to seeing what's next for you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. That's the Douglas Trojans, ladies and gentlemen. Be weary of them. We've got the Star Spencer Bobcats coming up next here on Oklahoma City Public Schools Winter Sports Media Day. We'll be back. Thank you. Public Schools Winter Sports Media Day number 2, I guess night number 2. We're here with the Star Spencer Bobcat basketball team. Excited to talk about the program, talk to these young athletes, and of course, Coach John Ellis is with us, along with Anthony Carter, Gentry Wrinkle and Quayshawn Mitchell. Gentlemen, how we doing?
Good, sir.
Doing well, doing well. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing really good now I'm talking to you.
Yep.
That's good.
Good to see you again.
You know, Coach, let me start with you because you've had a kind of an interesting journey to becoming head coach at Star Spencer for the boys team. You were the girls team. What made the talk about how that switch came to be?
God first, that's obvious. I didn't plan for it. The girls coach, if we go back that far. Just kind of how things play out. The girls were great. I mean, I loved every part of it, everything that I learned about it. I found a better version of myself through it. But ultimately, I mean, I think everybody who knows me and knows my fire for the game and just what I bring and what I do in general, I'm better served for the boys' side for sure.
Talk about these young players that you brought with you to represent Star Spencer. What sets them apart? What makes them special?
If I say it as a trio right here, I think they bring a three-headed monster, a three-headed tandem that's just going to be hard to beat on any given night. You got Anthony Carter at the far end, who's just a young sophomore but a big guard, very versatile, and just learning himself. And so, you know, as the season goes on and what he should be able to do, that'll be a huge piece. You got Quayshawn Mitchell, who I believe would be our district's leading scorer. Everything goes right. Very, very gifted, just very crafty, can shoot the ball very well, effortlessly at that, has a high IQ for the game, is just ready for everything that's coming. Then you got Gentry Wrinkle right here, junior transfer from UConn. I just was looking for a way out even. We all want a new chance. Everybody's into what's for me, and I think the move that he's making to showcase who he is and what he brings to the table, I think it'll be a good year for him as well.
Gentry, talk about that. How has the team chemistry building part of you know, going to a new basketball team and gelling, because it's such a basketball, such a rhythmic sport, but you also got to be in tune with your teammates. How do you feel about that right now?
I feel like just out of basketball, we all hang out as a group and we always connect very well. And even in our mistakes or, you know, anything we do good, we always are on each other and we always are there for each other as a team.
Describe your role on this team. How do you envision that?
Big dog.
I think I could be a great scorer for this team and make very well and be a good leader.
That's what I was looking for.
And impact the team in a great way.
Now, Quay, you're obviously, you know, a very talented scorer as well.
Yes, sir.
You know, can you talk a little bit more about that as far as just being a valid member of this team, an important member, and kind of where your stance is as far as your role?
Yes, sir. I mean, really, I got to give, you know what I'm saying, all the credit to my guys. They look for me. They find me open. So, I mean, without them, I couldn't really do it. That's all I can say. So without them, I
Now,
couldn't really
Anthony,
do it.
are you, you know, since you're a sophomore, how excited are you about this season, and what do you kind of envision as some goals and aspirations for this team?
I'm very excited for this season to come. Man, we're all going to ball. We share the ball very good. We know how to rotate. It's going to be a good season for us.
Now, who would you model your game after? Who can we compare your style of play to?
That's a hard question.
Paulo.
Okay.
Paulo's a very good one. Paulo can stretch the floor, drive to the rim, all that.
Big guard.
Big guard.
Yeah.
Get to his spots on the court.
You feel that way?
Yeah.
Quay, you feel like he's kind of Paulo Banchero-ish?
Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah. What are some things that you guys have done to prepare yourself this season? What's a Coach Ellis practice been like?
Conditioning.
Discipline. Discipline. A lot of discipline.
Hard work.
Let me ask all three of you this, because, you know, being a part of Star Spencer High School, there's been state championships that have been won here. There's been some really good players that have come out of that institution. What's that mean to play and wear that logo on your jersey and represent Star Spencer to the fullest?
I mean, it's an honor, man. It's an honor, and we do it for the community.
We just trying to keep the legacy going. We just trying to be
What
a part
does
of
it mean to you to get that when your community comes out and supports?
Means a lot.
It really shows out, and the gym is packed, and the energy is high.
It means everything. We know for sure we're going to go in. We know for sure.
You feel that way?
Yes, sir.
Coach, what is this team capable of?
25-game season. Everything go right in a perfect world. I think we could get around 16 to 18 games. I think if we don't do the three things: ineligibility, injury, what's our third?
Attitude.
Or our attitude. Yep, something where disciplinary action takes place. You got to, hit playing time. Then I think with our core, these three, Zanari, CJ, and Christian Thomas as well, CT. I think we could get 16 to 18.
How would you describe the style of play just from a team aspect? Is it run and gun? Are you trying to get up and down the floor as fast as possible?
Yeah.
Talk about what
pace
that
is
looks
definitely going to be up tempo. We want to try to control it, obviously, on the defensive end and not let teams run on us. But we would try to get as much transition buckets as we can, for sure.
Now, Gentry, obviously being a scholar athlete, you got to juggle academics and basketball. Is that tough for you? Or is that easy?
No, we get plenty of time to do our work, and I got all the help I need, and I just got it equaled out for basketball in school, so it's not really a challenge for me.
Quay, when you get into those tight pressure situations, and I ask everyone this, you're down by 2, 10 seconds left. How do you respond in that moment? And also, how do you get that mental edge to find success in that moment?
Obviously, coach is going to call the play, right? And we just got to execute it right and listen. Very disciplined, and I think for sure we'll get the dub.
Yeah. Talk about some of your other teammates that aren't here. Well,
that aren't here.
Shout them out. Who we need to be weary of?
We have an excellent rim protector, Zanari.
Thanks.
Then CT, Christian Thomas, great ball handler, can get to the rim, pop, kick it out, finish at his own, play at his own pace. Then
don't forget our shooter,
CJ. He can do everything as well. He can drive, kick, score. Then our shooter, lefty, knockdown, Riker.
And Coach, obviously being first year, what are some things that you're doing to lay the groundwork and build that foundation that you want to carry on and build further once this year's over with?
I think the boys were saying it. Ultimately, it's just a lot of discipline that's going into the groundwork, and that goes both ways. I'm learning them, they're learning me. I'm pushing them, they're pushing me. You know what I mean? And so when we sit down and we talk in the locker room after practices, before practices, and kind of get some of these things, we revisit them, if you will,
right.
Just to get a better understanding with this stuff. That's ultimately what our foundation has been built on, because with Quayshawn and Ant down here, you got the same guys they named, CT and CJ. They won in 7th grade, 8th grade. They know how to win. You know what I mean? They have a competitive spirit of a 28-game and 1-loss record. So when it comes to competing and fighting for a win, they already have that in them.
Yeah, now you guys are in 4A, correct? Or
3A now.
3A now.
Yeah, just dropped the 3A.
Okay, so you just dropped the 3A.
Yes,
What's your thoughts on that? Are you okay
No
with
wood.
it? Does it matter?
No wood. Nah, it don't matter. I said it from my very first answer. God is involved, so obviously I believe this is the path we were supposed to be on. We know who won it all last year, Millwood. So that's our focus. That should be everybody's focus.
Are they on the schedule this year?
We do. We play them our last game of our second to last game, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that'll be a fun day.
It'll be a fun one.
Yeah, that's going to be good.
Yeah.
That's going to be good. You've got the basketball previews starting tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Talk a little bit about that, and when is your first official game?
Boys, y'all want anything on that first? Anything on tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
No, sir.
All right, so we play Capitol Hill. I believe we played them in a scrimmage. That was our third game, correct? Last weekend. Not to judge a scrimmage by a win or a loss, but we played pretty well in that one. So we feel good about our first game. That is a win and play again game, I believe. And so we win that one. We will play Douglas 7 p.m. So looking forward
Now,
to it.
how can others that are interested in following along Star Spencer basketball, how can they follow you guys? Do you guys have an Instagram account?
Yeah.
And, is there different ways that they can come out and watch a game?
Yeah, so obviously the boys, they all have their own individual Instagram. If y'all want to give those out real quick, y'all can.
At Quayshawn Mitchell on Instagram and Twitter.
Good on yours, Mr. Discreet. You want yours out? You good? Okay. Where you can see everything with the boys, with everything that we're doing. Star Spencer _ Bobcats. That'll be our logo on it. That'll be the men's basketball page, and it's public.
Well, it just seemed the vibe I'm getting from you, Coach, is you're excited about this challenge, and you feel like this group can handle it and is ready for the season.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting just because, again, they're young. Gentry is our oldest player. So to have him another 2 years, to be with them for 3 years, you would love to win it all in a year, but they're going to have to fill us for the next couple.
Right. I mean, and it's important to be realistic. Talk to me about depth. Do you feel like you're going to be, doing a lot of substituting or maybe not as much? How many guys do you feel like you can lean on throughout the season?
We're in the same situation as everybody else who just had a football. So we just got our football guys Monday. As far as all basketball players, I think we're sitting at about 9. Varsity all in there. I mean, football all in there. I think today we had, damn near 30 guys in there, 25, 30 guys in there.
Yeah.
So we'll see what it looks like when you break down a varsity team, but I'm sure we'll have 12 to 15 guys on the roster.
Let me ask you guys this, because you're seasoned basketball players. What do you love most about the game? Why do you play it?
I'll probably say it's just my source of happiness. Every time I go on the court, it changes my mood.
The reason I play basketball is to I love the game, and not only to get my family out. Get my family out of Oklahoma.
What about you?
I like to elaborate on what Quayshawn said. Get out, make something of myself. I like to go as far as it take me.
Well, I mean, there's been rings that have been won,
right.
And there's banners in your gym, and you'd love to hang another one. And I'm
sure.
excited to watch you guys play, compete, and see how far you can take this, Coach. I know how good of a coach you are, and to see that you make that transition to the boys, Coach, I think is cool, and it's so exciting.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
And sky's the limit, man. And I encourage everyone, come out there and watch these guys play. They love this sport, and they mean it, and they work really, really hard. So I think it's important for us as a community to really come out and support them and watch some great basketball. You guys got some great games on deck, and we're gonna see a little bit of it tomorrow with the previews.
Oh, you gonna be there?
Absolutely, I'm gonna be there.
Yeah, pull up.
Absolutely. Star Spencer Bobcats, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys very much. Good luck this season.
Good to see you. Thank you.
All right, we'll be back. We've got the Class and SAS Comets coming up next here on the Oklahoma City Public Schools Winter Sports Media Night number 2, presented by Metro Tech and Technology Centers. Stay with us. welcome back to Oklahoma City Public Schools Winter Sports Media Day, night number 2. And I've got the Class and SAS Comet basketball team here with us. Gentlemen, thank you so much for coming. Of course, Coach Kendall Cudjoe, Evan Gunn, Josiah Morales, and Amante Montague. Definitely appreciate you guys coming and representing Class and SAS. It's a very prestigious school, high academic qualities, but also a heavy focus on athletics, specifically basketball. Coach Cudjoe, tell me about your program, and tell me about these young men that you brought along with you.
Well, I have my only senior, Evan. He's been with me for 4 years now, and you know, seems like yesterday when I first got him. And then I have my 2 juniors with me, and you know, they all been knowing each other, you know, for a long time, so they go back a long ways. As far as the program, we're trying to keep the tradition going since the merger, just the Class and Northeast merger, and we've had 2 state tournament appearances, and our goal is to get back to that state tournament. So that's working hard every day to try to do that, get that done.
Evan, let me talk to you as the senior on this team. What makes this team this year different than last year's team?
We're just coming at it with a different mentality this year. Last year, it kind of felt like we got off to a slow start and then tried to flip it on late in the season, and it's not going to work doing that. So this year, we're approaching it just heads on since the summer.
Now, talk about your role on this team. Being the senior, I'm sure you feel like you've got to embrace, you know, a more dominant leadership role. Is that something that's come easy to you?
It's a work in progress since my freshman year. Pretty much just focusing on being in control, especially in late game situations, making sure we don't get hectic and get out of controls, and managing the game when we need to.
Josiah, how excited are you about this upcoming season, and what's your role on the team?
Very excited to be a part of this team for the 3rd year. My role is shooting guard. I can play point guard. I can really play everything if you need me to. And
what are some strengths that you feel like you embody as a basketball player?
My strengths is I can shoot the ball really good. I can handle the ball if you need me to. I can play defense. I can be a leader on the floor, a coach on the floor if you need me to, and just have a great mentality.
Let me ask you, Almani, just about your role on this team, but how would you describe your style of play under Coach Cudjoe? What's a game like?
My style of play under Cudjoe is I like my style of play. I'm more of a big guard. I can get to the basket, knock down spot-up shots, play good defense. I love to keep the energy high.
What are some goals that you guys have set for this team? What are you trying to accomplish this year?
What we're trying to accomplish is get to that state, go win that gold ball, not end up like last year, losing in the first round. That's not us. This year we're coming with a killing mentality.
Evan, is it tough for you and your teammates with such high academic standards, but also high athletic standards, and that you've got to meet, and you've got to kind of find that balance? What's that like? Do you feel like you guys have been doing a good job at that?
Yeah, I feel like we're doing a good job. We all help each other out in most cases. A lot of the people on our team are in the same grades, have similar classes, similar course loads, so we all help each other out. So it's not really a problem for us. Coach,
talk to me about your basketball philosophy. In a perfect world, what do you want to see? How do you want to build this team? What's it, in terms of style of play, but also just kind of what you guys are about? What's that look like?
We've always been an up-tempo style team. kind of got away from that, tried some different things, but we're going back to that up-tempo style of play. All of my guys play with freedom. You know, they know when to shoot the ball. They've got it figured out to where if I need to make an extra pass, I'll make an extra pass. You know, we like to just get after your own defense, and that's what we've really been preaching since the summer is being able to defend better. Last year we were such a young team. You know, these 3 guys were here, and then we had one other senior that really played. Had a couple on the team, but one that really got a lot of playing time. So the past 2 years have been kind of a rebuilding team with young players. Now we've kind of caught up with everybody. You know, a junior team with one senior, but the juniors have tremendous basketball IQs. They have a lot of experience because they most of them got playing time last year as sophomores, so they're battle tested. We were in a lot of close games last year, even with our youth and being undersized. So we've just been working hard really on the defensive side of the ball. Offensively, we're going to be fine because I have multiple offensive weapons on this team. They can all score, shoot the ball. So, but we've been focused on our defense.
Amani, talk to me about team chemistry. Just what's the relationship like between you and your teammates? Do you guys really feel like you have a bond?
Yes, the whole team is more of like a family, if anything, especially at practice, you know, staying locked in together, joking around, but talking on the court. It even goes outside of basketball, you know. We're all just great people to each other. We help each other when we can.
Well, and that's an important aspect of basketball. And Josiah, let me ask you, you know, in those tight game situations, but also like in a rowdy environment, you've got the crowd that's emotionally invested and it's loud, and you're in a tight game. Do you feel like this team is capable of getting through those tight game situations? Say you're down by 2 with 10 seconds left, and the place is going wild. How is your team going to respond in those moments?
In those moments, there's really no pressure. Just block out the noise, do what we do throughout the whole game, and just lock in that moment, get a stop, go score immediately, and then try to get another stop and seal the deal.
And now, Evan, obviously with your experience, you know, does you think that has kind of made you a better basketball player, also a leader, somebody that people can lean on in those tight game situations that we're referring to?
Definitely. Having been through multiple close games and playoff situations throughout all 3 years really, I definitely feel better prepared for it now.
Well, let me ask you what a practice is like under Coach Cudjoe. What's that like for you guys?
A lot of conditioning.
Lots of conditioning.
It's not punishment, it's preparation, Coach.
That's true. That's true. That's what it takes.
How much pride do you guys have playing in you know, with that logo on your jersey and being a part of Class and SAS? It's, you know, there's been a lot of great players before you that have advanced far in the tournament, been to the state tournament. What's that mean to you?
It's all about keeping the tradition going. We just want to get back to the state tournament. And especially we take pride on the defensive end. Classen has always been a team of getting up and down, getting all in people's face, applying pressure for 32 minutes, no breaks, and we just want to get back to that style of play.
Has it been the same for you guys? Similar?
Yes, yes, sir.
Yeah, Coach. Let me ask you about this because we were talking before. You've moved down to Class 4A or 5A?
We're 5A.
Okay,
we moved up.
So you moved up.
Correct.
Okay. So talk to me about that. Do you feel like you've had enough time to kind of prepare for that, and do you feel like this team is good enough to compete in Class 5A?
Yes, I do. We like I said earlier, we were in a lot of close games last year, being a young team. I think I started 3 sophomores, a junior, and a senior last year. Some games, 4 sophomores and a junior. So moving up to 5A, we did have to make an adjustment. 5A is schools are bigger. We had to deal with a lot of teams with a lot of size, where in 4A, we would see a lot of teams that we matched up well with because they didn't have a lot of size either. So, but moving up to 5A, the higher you move up, you have to have that experience, and we have that experience this year. And Evan is a 4-year starter. I started him as a freshman. So, being able to compete in 5A, you have to be physically ready, along with mentally ready. So it was an adjustment.
And you talk about coaching for Evan for 4 years. I mean, just how rewarding is it? Because you've been a coach for a long time, and you've had players from when they start out to how they finish. Just how rewarding is that?
It's rewarding. I still see some of my former players that I had playing varsity as freshmen, and it's real rewarding to see that. Some of them are even coaching now, and to have Evan, is really special. This in these times, transferring is almost the norm, and he came in with a big class, and he's the only one that stayed. So that loyalty, there's nothing like loyalty. You might think you can go somewhere else and do better and this and that, but it's a decision that kids and their parents make. If they want to transfer and try something different.
It's part of the culture now.
It's part of the culture now.
And it works for some people.
Right.
But also, the grass isn't always greener on the other side.
That's correct.
So that's the risk that you take.
Right.
Let me ask you a more personal question, because you come from a great basketball family that has a lot of respect. When you play against teams like John Marshall, how do you view that? I'm sure you get asked that all the time when you're playing your brother. What's that like?
Well, actually, he's my first cousin.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that. His father and my father were identical twins, so people get us mixed up. But to answer your question, these guys know we try to beat them into the ground if we can. So then we'll shake hands afterwards.
Yeah. Well, we got Thanksgiving coming up, and I wonder what that's like.
And him and his brother, they cook a lot better than me, so we don't try to do them too bad.
What's next for Class and SAS Comet basketball? You guys got the previews tomorrow?
We have the previews tomorrow.
When's the first game?
We play at 5:30 tomorrow against Western Heights. Our first regular season game is December 2nd. It's a district game. We open at Bishop McGinnis, which will be, I'm sure that will be a great game, because our conference, our district is really strong with teams like McGinnis and Dale City and Lawton, Mac, and Newcastle moved up from 4A, and they're really good. So it's a loaded district that we're in, but being able to play in 5A last year it prepared us for this year.
Yeah.
So we'll be ready for it.
Well, I think that kind of preparation is so necessary. And let me ask you guys this: when you get a lot of your classmates and your friends and your family that come out and support and pack that gym, how much does that mean to you when you're out there on the floor and you've got a lot of people that's come watch you guys play basketball?
It means a lot. We definitely get to feed off the crowd, feed off the energy. The bench gets a lot louder when it's more people in the gym. The game just seems to flow better when that support is there.
You feel that way too, Josiah?
Yeah, we just come together as one team when we get all the energy from our crowd. We flow. We move the ball. We score. It just steady tempo.
Do you feed off that, Monty? Do you feel like you become an even better basketball player in
Yes,
those
for-
high energy situations?
For sure. It's more of, especially a great defensive style leading with a great offensive bucket. The crowd loves it. The whole team loves it. We feed off the energy. We keep it going, applying pressure.
Coach, how do people follow along? What does the public, the community need to do to support this team and to really lift up these young athletes and help out your basketball program?
First, just by coming out and supporting, especially our home games. Being on the east side of Oklahoma City, it's just only us and Douglas on that side of town. So, and both Douglas and my team here, we're really good this year. So, just being able to come out and support these guys and try to pack that gym. Our gym's not real big; it gets real loud in there, and so the more support that we get, the better we'll be.
Well, I'm excited to watch you guys play basketball. I think it's going to be a phenomenal year, especially you, Evan, being the leader of this team, the only senior. I'm so interested to see how far you guys can take it. What is, in a perfect world, is it a state championship? Is it state tournament berth? What do you envision, Coach, of this team accomplishing this year? What you want to get out of this year?
When you make it to the state tournament, everything starts over. Anything can happen. I've learned that in my coaching career. So winning a state championship is definitely the goal, but we know that we have to get there first, and so that's what we're striving for.
Well, I encourage everybody that's watching the live stream, tuning in on the radio, to come support this basketball team here at Classen SAS. The Comets, they love the game, they're passionate about it, and they're going to give it everything they got. And this competition is going to be fierce, and I'm excited to see how far you guys can go. Thank you so much, Coach Cudjoe. Best of luck to your team, and thank you, gentlemen, for coming and representing the school the right way. I think you do a great job of that, and everyone should be proud of what you guys are as people and as basketball players. So this is the Classen SAS Comets, ladies and gentlemen. Be on the lookout for this basketball team. All right, and we'll come back. Sports Media Day, night number 2 for Oklahoma City Public School Athletics, presented by Metro Tech Technology Centers. Thank you very much. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
All right, appreciate it.